Oh, hey there. Checking out my van? Yeah, well, would you like to come in for a tour? Totally don't mind. Yeah, let's go. Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. I hope you didn't think that intro was too dorky. But today I wanted to give you guys an updated tour of my van. I do have an initial van tour video that I made like 3 or 4 months ago, and I was just focused on making something pretty at that time. So definitely check that out if you're interested in having a cinematic experience, and so I'll link that here. So today I'm going to give you a really detailed overview of my van, all the nooks and crannies. It's a small space, but I have a really good amount of stuff packed in here, so I just want to give you guys some ideas about what you might want to do for your van, or if you're just interested and curious in seeing how I organize and what my van setup is, here's that video. So I hope it doesn't go too long. So we're gonna start here in the cab. If you're not interested in this, definitely skip ahead. This is a 2014 Ram ProMaster. I bought it for $17,000 before taxes, and I got it with 35,000 miles on it, which I think was like pretty, it's almost brand new. I mean, they say these things aren't really broken in until 50,000 miles, which I did get to this summer, so she's broken in now. And in case you were wondering, her name is Maribel. So I've been on the road for about a month and a half straight now, and I haven't really had a second to clean up anything, but it's pretty dusty in here and there's dog hair everywhere. But I think we're doing pretty good for how long it's been. Over here I just have a random assortment of things. Umbrella, sunscreen. Off is really important when you go camping a lot. And then I had all these stones on the front dash, but I took them down so I could look a little less suspicious. And then here I have my cell phone magnet holder, so for when I'm driving I can read the directions and change the music pretty safely. Something interesting about this van is you can only play, there's like no CD or tape player, so you can only play WAV files off of a USB. It's a pretty funny feature on this van. Yeah, I feel like it's pretty nice. Everything I have works. So I really feel pretty fortunate. I just have random stuff up here and mace just in case somebody tries to break in. I could just pull this out real quick and spray it if I have to. And then down here I have random stuff like, wow, what's this? Canker sore relief and my allergy medicine. Hand sanitizer is great to have up here because you always want to make sure you keep the germs away, especially during flu season. Oh, and then I have more allergy medicine. Yeah, I don't know if this is interesting, but and then I randomly have a bottle of lotion up here and some random other stuff. And I keep like maps and like papers I get from like parks and stuff there. And then up here I keep William's toys, his doggy bags, and then my grocery bags. And I keep some dog treats up here and my speaker, because when I want to listen to something and I can't put it on a USB right at the moment, this is definitely the way to go. And then coming out of here I have, oh, there's the tripod. Coming out of here I have just a little mat there. It's kind of nice to have it, you know, just wipe your feet off, kind of collect some of the dirt. And back here is kind of a wreck, but I have all my shoes, which I like dramatically cut down on since moving in to the van. And then I have my fire extinguisher here, which is, now that I think about it and I'm showing you guys, I'm like, I don't know if that would be very easily removable, so definitely want to change that. And then here is my alternator relay, or I mean my isolator relay, and that hooks up to my car battery, and then I have a line, cable running from the front all the way to the back through all of the stuff that I'll show you, and that charges my batteries when I'm driving, which is pretty clutch. And then cleaning stuff, easily accessible. I mean, this is kind of like the closet area, and I mean, you know, it's nice to have like a couple areas where you could just kind of be like, I don't feel like being super organized, because you have to be super organized all the time. And then here is a baby gate for William so that he doesn't go up there, especially in the hot months. I don't like him to go up there because then he gets really hot, and I don't want that to happen to him. It's better to be back here because it's insulated and it's cooler. So, oh, and then I also store my window covers. They're just some felt with some Reflectix in between them, and they are so amazing. Like, they keep out so much heat. If I take them down and it's like really sunny like this, like you can immediately feel the heat coming through. And then, so here's the partition between the front and the back, and then I just pull this down just like so. And this thing, I got it from IKEA, and it just fit perfectly. I love when that happens. So yeah, it's great. That also keeps out a lot of heat. It's really awesome. And then to the right, I have this another little thing that I've kind of jerry-rigged for the van from IKEA. But this little pig hole board is so nice. It kind of like displays my stuff in a cute way. So I really like that. And then, so I added some like outdoor fabric, upholstery fabric to the back. I kind of wanted to bring a Caribbean, like tropical vibe into the van, so I added that in. But yeah, and then I have these little things that I had to put some washi tape on because every time I drive on a rickety road, a bumpy road, they would fall off, but now they don't. So washi tape, yes. So I hang all my stuff off of here. Lots of towels and things. It can get pretty cluttered at times. So I figured that didn't make any sense to have another cabinet in here, just like kind of taking up space since I didn't need any more storage. So I added this floating table so that I could put it away whenever I wasn't using it, and it kind of like opens up the space a whole lot more. So I'm really happy I did that. And then I got these like L bracket things that you push in to close, and you can just put it away at the end after you're done cooking, just like that. Oh, and it's so nice. And so then over here I keep William's water bowl and his food dish just here so that he has some normalcy to his life, because otherwise he just kind of doesn't know where it is. Yeah. And then some I have a picture of William when he was like 3, so cute. And then I have my dream catcher, and ever since I hung that up, I haven't had a bad dream. And then over here, I just have some magnets. Something I'm really proud of is I'm starting to collect magnets from every national park I've been to. I've been to like 7 of them, so I need to go back to some of them and get magnets, but this is my collection. And hopefully they will be lined all the way across here, and then maybe in the back too. Yeah, but I thought it was kind of a cute way to remember where I've been. And then over here, I usually hang my keys so that I can just wake up really fast if I need to, and always have a place to find them, because otherwise I just like set them down and then I can't find them, and I get really frustrated when I'm looking for them when the van's a mess. Always have a place for your keys, your wallet, and your phone. That will make your life so much less frustrating. So over here, I have my little elephant sticker. Oppa, the dancing elephant that someone gave me at a meetup, and I had to look up what it was. And yeah, if you have one of these, comment down below because they're so cute, and I think it was really funny how I got it. I usually hang William's retractable leash here. It's the only place I can think of putting it. And then in here I have my my clean water and then my gray water, and they're both 6 gallons. So I just dump the gray water when I'm done with it and refill the 6-gallon tank. And then, I don't know if you can see it, this is a fake little door, but inside, I don't know if you can see it, there's the water pump, electric water pump. It's so nice. I'm so glad I don't have a foot pump one, because it's just so much more convenient. Yeah. And then, so cool thing about this cabinet is that I got this from a Habitat Humanity restore. Got this countertop from a Urban Ore in Oakland, or in Berkeley. And then I got this also at Urban Ore, and I wanted it to be a circle just because I wanted it to be like a little different than most fans, so it kind of adds my own little touch to it. And then definitely this faucet is the best. Like, it is so useful to have a hose like this. I haven't tried washing my hair in it yet, but it's so nice to have because you can move it around. I could fill my water bottles really easily. It's just so nice. And then over here I have a soap pump. That's also really nice, so you don't have to go around searching for your soap when you're trying to do dishes. And then, oh, and then this, I decided not to throw this away when I cut it out. And it's a cutting board. It's kind of looking rough now, but just fits right on top. It can like hide the smell when the gray water is full and you like don't have the energy to dump it out. It's really nice to have that. And then I really like having tile here. I think in retrospect I wouldn't do this whole entire thing. I'd maybe do like up to here, but I figured I'd do circles because I have this oval, and then just keeping with the theme there. And then I just kind of haphazardly painted this, but one day I want to put a shelf here because then I can keep all my cosmetics and like toiletry like things there. It'll be easier to get in the morning, but yeah, one thing at a time. You kind of get burnt out after a while of building. And then I have this mirror here. I hardly use it, but like today when I was getting ready for this video, I was like, okay, I better use this mirror so I don't look all wild. Yeah, so that's that. Oh, and then this button here is the water pump switch. It turns on the pump. And right now my piping is kind of leaky, so I have it off and I just turn it on when I need to use it, but that's something I need to fix so that I can just keep it on and then use the actual faucet handle. And then this is my inverter power button. Yeah, kind of just like haphazardly put those in, but it's nice to have them mounted. And then over here I have William's stuffed animals that I'm waiting for him to tear apart. I have a little seating area that I built out of some wood, reclaimed wood. And then, yeah, so I decided to do holes to save money. Just little holes, and it's working out fine. I mean, definitely my first little cabinet thing I've ever built, so yeah. And then, so I don't know why I chose to do it this direction, but this is where I keep all my dishes. I have like my pots and pans back here, and then bowls are nice to have. And I also have plates back here. That I got for like $1.75 at a thrift store. 4 of them, they're so cute, they're so aesthetic. And then I got this pour over thing. It's plastic. I wish I had a metal or glass one, but it's fine. And then this is my favorite mug because it's a ceramic mug. Yeah, and everything in here, I mean, I haven't really needed anything. else? I haven't even, maybe a spatula. I gave away my spatula because I never used it, but recently I've been making a lot of grilled cheeses and wish I kept my spatula. And then in this left one here, I just have some extra food storage. I smushed bread there. And then my blender and my coffee grinder. I use those not too often, but I do use them. They are really nice to have. And then I keep extra butane. Oh, butane back there for my cooktop. And LaCroix, because what else when you're a Gen Z millennial person? I know I'm kind of on the border, so I don't know if I should call myself a millennial or a Gen Z. Never know. Napkins. It's kind of nice. And then, like, I designed this specifically around what I needed. And then this is my trash can. It's really nice to have a cover on it because it conceals the smell and I'm too lazy to take it out. And laundry soap. And then just a simple butane a single burner. It's so nice. I've had that for a whole year. I cook something at least once a day, and I definitely like heat up water every morning. And yeah, that cooktop has been great. I haven't had any problems with it. It's like 20 bucks, I think, and then the butane runs anywhere from like $3 to $5 depending on where you are in the world. But it's so nice. Like, it's so nice to be able to cook. Alright, so moving from over there, we're gonna go through more of my cabinet space. So I'm gonna eventually move the store, and then I'm gonna build another seat here, and then under it we'll have like a composting toilet, because it's something that I feel like I would really use, and like it would make my life so much easier. But anyways, for now I have this kind of haphazard door here, and I store some music electronics back there for making my music. And then normally I have William's food, some of William's food here, but we need to go to the store after this and buy him some more food. So that's where that goes. And then I keep my laundry in this bag here. I haven't quite figured out a solution to making it really easy to just put it away, but that's where that goes. And I'm the type of person who has absolutely no shame and just like peeing in the forest or like peeing like in the bushes. But at night when it's kind of like creepy to go outside, or if I can't find a toilet, I use a Nalgene bottle. Yeah, it's great. And then you just dump it out in the morning. Yeah, I think to me it doesn't make sense why people use like almost a whole gallon of water to go pee and then flush it down. It doesn't make any sense for the environment, so I have no problems with that at all. And then that lives just under here with a little bit of toilet paper. You never know when you're going to need some of that when you're out and about. Sometimes places don't have it. And then I also have my yoga mat, which I never use, and a foldable table, which I never use. And also I store my tripod under there, and I'm not using it. And then, yeah, these are just some electronics, and then I put William's food. Yeah, we're getting rid of that door soon. Alright, and so over here is where I store most of my stuff. Like all my food and my clothes are pretty much stored here. This first one I just have all my clothes. Not really anything interesting, but these are all my summer clothes, including like my longer socks and stuff. And then I have more winter stuff in the back for colder climates. And then in here, I've been storing my electronics. It's nice to have a specific spot for them. Yeah, laptop, random camera things, camera bag. And then in this lower one, this one's kind of my miscellaneous, allowed to get messy one. I feel like it's nice to allow yourself to have some space to be messy. So basically, yeah, this is all of my stuff, my shower bag, miscellaneous things. Nothing too interesting in there, really, just everyday things. And then I'll show you this next area. It is my favorite area because I love food so much. So this is my Dometic CX40 or CF40. I don't know. It's one of the cheaper models, but it's $200 or $300 more cheaper than the one I initially had that broke. It was a newer model and I did not like that thing. It was not, I had to send it back, and then I ended up using my money to get this instead. But it holds, I think, 55 liters, or is it 55 cans? I don't know, but I'll just show you. Holds some good amount of stuff. Like I have all my produce in here. This section, and this little section under here that I put like most of my condiments. It is great. I love it. And I keep it at, well, you can't see it, but I keep it at 36 degrees Fahrenheit. And I love this thing. Holds all my goodies. I used to not have a fridge, and I don't know how I lived that way. If I'm being a drama queen. This is William's AstroTurf mat for him to lay down on, which he never does when we're in an area that's a little harder, more uncomfortable. And then this drawer here, this drawer here has all of my other dry foods and some microwave things. I have plantains, your olive oil, coffee. Yeah, so it holds a good amount of stuff, and then keep all my other stuff in the cabinet down below. So over here is my solar power monitor. And right now you can see my batteries aren't that full right now. And it's not really pulling that much. I mean, it's later in the day. 2 100-watt solar panels on the roof, which I will show you. And then I have this dimmer here, which I can't believe is still working. But I have my special mood lights on it, and it's cool. The thing I like the most, though, is this switch over here. Don't mind my janky building. But it's a touch dimmer, and when you touch it, turns the lights on at 3 levels. I don't know, I think that's pretty badass. And then this is my bed area. I chose this color to go with the ceiling because I like to have a lot of color around. And then, yeah, my pillows. I have a lot of pillows for when I have guests and for me to just cover myself up in when I'm cold and I need to snuggle. And then this is my Faux Fur Blanket my mom made for me a couple of Christmases ago. I love this thing. It's so nice when it's super cold out. Yeah, because I have no way of heating or cooling the van, so you come up with other solutions. Oh, and then right now, so since it's summer, I have the duvet cover the duvet cover just on its own, and then a good way to store your actual duvet is to have it just used as a cover for your bed. It's been working out alright, but these sheets are flannel and they're so warm, so I usually sleep on top of this when it's hot. And then this here is my lovely desk. I don't have my speakers with me. I left them with my mom, but normally I will produce music on here and I will edit videos or eat. I love to be able to do everything from my bed. It's so great. Oh, and my bed is it's like a foam mattress that I got for like 200 bucks, I think. And it fits good in the ProMaster. I didn't have to cut it down or anything. I kind of just squished it in and it was like maybe an inch or so off. This here is my handy dandy fan. It has 3 levels and it did not cut this right, so it's off, but it's amazing what this fan does. It really cools this place down. Like, I could be in here when it's like 85 degrees and be warm, but like pretty okay. And then it's really good for when I need to leave William in the van for a little bit, and I just turn that on, and it's usually cool, really cool in here, and if I park in the shade, so it's really surprising to people. And then as far as insulation goes, I have 2-inch thick rigid insulation, and then another layer of Reflectix, and then I filled in all of the holes with foam insulation spray and that stuff. It doesn't. In the winter it can be a few degrees warmer in here, and it holds, if I run the heat in the van or the heater from the engine in here for a little bit, it will hold the heat, and it's really nice for quite a while. And then it pretty much keeps out the heat. I feel like heat is a lot worse than the cold for vans, but you know, always gotta chase that good weather though. That's why we're more north than south this summer. And then on the roof, I got the same situation going on, but I have an inch rigid foam because the height of this van is like 5'5", I want to say, and so I'm 5'7", and so I wanted to keep as much of the headroom as I could, so I did that with masonite plywood. This is like 1/4 inch thick, I think, and that really helped to save some of the space in the van, or the headroom in the van. What else do we got here? So I have this little hammock here that I recently, I've had it, but I've recently been keeping it here because I'll hook it up across to the other side of the van, like kind of diagonal, and it makes another seat for now. It's kind of fun to have a new sitting situation and to be like, oh yeah, I hang a hammock in my van. Something really awesome that a friend at the time put in what is this 12-volt USB charger right here, right next to the bed. I want to put another one in the cabinet, but when I have time. This is kind of a sad scene, but this is my childhood stuffed animal. Her name's Lammy, but she hangs out there. I surprised William when I opened the door. So, here we are in the back of the van. Yeah. So, let's see. You know, you gotta have those cables just in case I somehow run my car battery down. I thought about possibly hooking those up to my house batteries if I ever needed to, but I'm kind of afraid to for some reason. I also have this battery charger for in the winter when it's really cloudy and rainy. I usually hook up at a friend's house or my mom's house, and I'm able to charge my batteries. But this can also be plugged into my inverter, and I was like, maybe, just maybe, I would be able to start my car then. I don't know though. So let's start with my favorite part, the electrical. That was my favorite part of this whole entire build, was figuring that all out. I have two 200 amp hour AGM deep cycle batteries that I got from Renogy Solar, and they've been doing pretty well. I like having a really nice big power bank because, especially in the winter, or if I'm in a shaded area like in a forest or something, I can make sure that I have enough power for a really good amount of time. And if I can conserve, which I don't know exactly how long, I assume that I could probably live about a week without having to really charge that much. So it's great when they're fully charged, and that's granted that I don't charge my laptop. That thing is power sucker. But I have this really fancy solar controller. It's great. It does turn off though if the batteries get below a certain percent, and it won't turn back on until they're charged at 50%. So it's a good way of keeping the battery safe, but it's so annoying when you're like, I just want power, and it's like, no, actually you need to charge your batteries first. I have a pure SINE inverter. It's 1500 watts. I suggest going smaller for your inverter because I hardly use it. Like, definitely go for as many 12 volt things as you possibly can, because it just doesn't make sense to convert from DC to AC to DC all over again. So get a pretty small one, whatever is the max for what you need, like a blender. Go cheaper on that for sure, because I spent too much money on mine. Then I have kill switches to turn everything off to work on it. It's great. A fuse to the battery is important. And then this, I really need to mount this. Looks probably pretty dangerous to people, but this is my fuse box. And that's where I put all of my load sucking DC things onto, and then it just keeps it a little extra safe. And the little idea that I had was to put a little light in, so at night, if something's wrong, I don't have to worry about it. And then I have those on all three here. Definitely comes in clutch when it's nighttime. Yeah, so if anyone has any questions about electrical stuff, I love talking about that stuff. I'm a woman of electricity, so if you have any questions, definitely leave them below and I will answer them as best as I can. That's definitely the part that I found the most complicated, and definitely comment below if you want me to make a video about my solar setup and my electrical, because I definitely will, and I can do it in detail. Yeah, so just let me know if that's something people want. And then in this next area, I have all my winter clothes. I'm not gonna pull that out because it's kind of stuffed in there, but it's nice to be able to kind of separate my clothes. And then I always make sure I have an ample supply of tools and random things. I don't know if I've ever used a soldering iron on the road, but in my mind it makes sense. And then more tools. Definitely get cordless power tools. They're great. Oh, baby William. Oh, my baby. Does William want kisses? Yeah. He's like, you're wearing makeup. You never wear makeup. Alright, and then here I have my climbing shoes and some other recreational things. I have these little solar lights that I'll probably take apart and use for something, the solar cells for something else, but they're good for when you camp. So at night, if you need to go to the bathroom, or if you can get back to the van pretty easily. Yeah, so let's just have some recreational things. Oh, and this is my shower bag, which I've used 3 times, but I want to use it more. It's pretty simple. And then I have a chair here, foldable chair, and then an extra 5-gallon tank that I fill up, as well as my skateboards, which I haven't been using lately, but it's really fun to skateboard with William. He really enjoys that a whole lot. And then over here I have a sleeping bag for when I camp. And this is the other side of the cabinet here. You can see the reflectix on the wheel wells. Really badly done. And some rain boots. Those are also really useful to have because you're outdoors all the time. You need some things that will make your life easier. And I found those to be really nice. And then I have an extra little blanket here. It's kind of gross and old. And a tent, which I've used once. You can watch the Banff Canada video that I made with my grandma. Yeah, I camped in it once, and I want to do it some more camping, but I just think I'd rather sleep in the bed for now. But if I ever go any hikes, it's nice to have this tent. This is pretty much it. Oh, I'll show you the solar panels. So on top here, I have my fan and 2 100-watt solar panels. I have them adhered with a Turnabond and then some like adhesive caulking to kind of keep the wind from getting under them so that they don't fall off. I definitely suggest going with rigid solar panels. I really wish that I did that. Yeah, and for story for another time is how one of my solar panels fell off twice twice. Yeah. That third solar panel I no longer have. So I'll maybe make a video about that too, but definitely go with the rigid solar panels. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything. And if anyone has any questions that they'd like me to answer, I would be so happy to answer them for you. I really want everyone to be able to have all the information they need, because internet is great. I mean, everything that I've done in this van, I've pretty much learned online, like everything. So yeah, if I can be of any assistance to anyone who has any questions about anything van related, I would be so happy to answer. I hope you enjoyed this van tour, and I hope it wasn't too long. I really enjoy making these videos, and I hope you subscribe and like and comment down below. I'd really like to build a community of people, because being on the road by myself can get kind of lonely sometimes. I mean, most of the time I'm pretty happy to be by myself, but it's really nice to know that there are people out there who are interested in van life and living a nomadic life. So yeah, please comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, everyone. Bye. Or are you wondering what I'm doing? Wondering why you're not out free.